with my phone, but I've got some cameras set up, I'm mic'd up, and I'm going to do one of my regular videos. So we'll get this going in just a minute. Well, let's live stream it as well. So today you're getting more and can get another look at how I'm doing with my progression of the dough and the toppings and stuff. And you can see a little bit of behind the scenes, because I want to get some video of the pizza making process and also some good photographs to help promote what we do. So I'll be setting up some of that and cooking some pizza just in a short time. But just gotta check everything's all right. Turn the cameras on. I've got a GoPro up here that is set to do a time lapse. Can't hear it beeping, it's a bit of a worry. I should be able to hear it beep to let you know it's running, but it's a little bit windy today too, so I just need to get up and make sure that this is actually recording. That's what I did, because it's not. Don't want it to be. Okay, now that's good. That's this one. And this guy on over here. Recording. And then this one here as well. And I'll just have a little chat to introduce him. Hi, and welcome back to the Sock Homestay YouTube channel. Today I'm baking again. I'm live streaming it. I've got a recording on my phone over here, but I'm also going to record a bunch of video and take some photos to use for this video, and then hopefully we'll be able to use it for some other videos and other photos that we need to help promote what we do here at Sock, which includes fresh home-baked pizza in our wood-fired oven. I'm all ready, so let's get going. After a few days of experimentation, this is now the fourth time that I'm baking pizza in a little over a week. I've had a few times where I've taken a bit of a break because I've got other things to do, and I'm just slowly getting my technique organised a bit better. One of the main things, as always, with a good pizza is getting the dough just right, and I figure I'm making some progress with it. It's the first time I did it recently, it was not the best, because it was a really wet day and evening, and the moisture in the atmosphere was just incredible. It was so humid that my dough wasn't at all easy to work with. So today the weather's different. It's just blowing up quite windy. It's been calm all morning, but can't change these things. But I've altered my dough somewhat as well in the space of this exercise of these 4 or 5 times that I'm doing pizzas, because as I said, that first experiment, my first time doing it, my dough was really difficult to work. It was so wet, so sticky, that it was it was very problematic because of the amount of moisture in the dough, being so sticky, and it just sticks to the peel, it sticks to the the board inside and just makes everything much more difficult. And it when I'm working, to get the shape of a pizza like this, it's when it's very sticky dough, it is very easy to get holes in the base. And holes in the base are dangerous because they will end up making it so that the pizza's ends up stuck on the bottom of the oven, and that's not where I really want it to be. So today I'm only making one type of pizza, just bringing it down and keeping focused. This is our Pakapau pizza, which is a traditional Thai, really a lunchtime dish. And it's ground pork, a chili, and Thai basil. So we are fusioning here. Putting tomato with it, which I think works really well, and also, because it's pizza, adding some cheese. So let's turn this round, make sure we're seeing what we want to see, keep recording. It's feeling good. And we go with the first one. Oops. Yep, it's maybe a little bit too hasty with that, and I have it's slipped and it's kind of folded itself a little bit. It smells good already. So what we're ultimately wanting to do with our pizzas is to expand, and we've been selling them to customers who come here to our homestay for dinner, for lunch, for whatever, and we've also got now a little cafe and restaurant out on the main road, and so we're hoping that come high season, when it's really busy out there, we'll be able to also sell pizzas down there. Now that is not a good start, Kevin. That's I've managed to get it a bit stuck. This one's not going to look pretty, unfortunately. My oven's nice and hot, and it's puffing up nicely, but I don't actually think I want to show you this one because it's not very good. Yeah, unfortunately the front edge of the pizza when it's gone in is just curled, and some of the toppings spilled out onto the stone, which is not a good start to the day. But never mind, that's what I'm practicing for, because I know I can't become an expert unless I practice. Really not a particularly good start, because having an accident with the topping like this, that just means it's stuck to my peel. and it gets stuck to the base of the oven. So that's right, we can clean these things as we go. Well, aside from it being a little bit of an odd shape, it looks pretty tasty. So we'll call that one done. And we'll give the floor of the oven a bit of a clean. Scrape up too with this good. A bit more, it seems to have dropped the temperature. More than I want it to. Throw a little bit more small stuff on there. Got quite a big log in there, but it's wanting to, it's just dying down a little bit too much, so give it some incentive to fire up again and we'll keep rolling. I'm happy with this dough today. It's a little bit sticky. Feeling good. I've seen guys twirling pizzas and throwing them, but this type of dough is not the same style of dough for doing that, and I haven't practiced doing that either, so I'm not going to jump on camera and start flipping pizzas in the air, because then I won't get to eat them, they'll end up on the ground. The dogs will probably be quite happy. But I was watching one of my guys on YouTube earlier, and he was talking about the different levels of hydration of the dough, and how that affects what lots of different things about working with the pizza, and certainly spinning the dough like that, throwing it up and making a bit of a show of it, you need to have a dough with a lower rate of hydration. I think today my dough is probably about a 60%, probably 65. I was aiming at a 70% hydration, but that in the humidity that we have here, it seems that 70% is just a little bit too high, and it makes things difficult to manage. So today I've added a little bit more flour and put in just another half a teaspoon more salt to help slow the process down a little bit. So that it doesn't rise quite so quickly. And I've also reduced the amount of time that I let the dough sit before this stage. So it's not filling up with air, it's not staying super puffy. Oops. Bit of fire on the tray here. Amazing once the oven is up to temperature, it really holds the heat well. It drops a little bit, but then just to do what I've done just now, just to add a little bit more, like a little bit of bamboo, and then that's just fired it up, just enough to bring it back to a better temperature. Change lenses. As I said, I'm pretty keen to get some photos as we've got them. Not sure what happened with the video feed there, but hopefully we'll have it covered with the other cameras. Oh, this one's certainly looking better. little bit more there. Good one on my first one, it's always good. It's always progressively better. That's hot in there. very much getting used to this. It's a couple of little holes in there. It's really fun. Fold that area back onto itself. Because, as I said earlier, the holes are just problematic. Should be okay, is it? I don't know. What am I going to do there? Got myself a nice big hole, just for one area, and gone super thin. So, yeah, can't find a nice balance with that camera angle there, sorry. I think another time I'll have to do this when my wife's home so she can be my camera person, because it's a bit challenging to take photos, record video and make pizza well all at the same time. Not quite so much in that one area where the hole was, and hopefully we'll avoid spillage on the pizza stone. Cheese on top, because it's a pizza, but cheese on pizza. As I feared, it's decided to stick. Maybe another slightly misshapen pizza, that one, not so photogenic. Let's see how we go. It's just sort of spun round, but yeah, it's a little bit cooler. It's down to about 240 centigrade in there at the moment, which is a little bit lower than I like it, but never mind, live and learn. Still haven't managed to find that camera angle quite right. Let's just open that up a little bit more. So pizza number 3 for today is coming along nicely. So I've got another one in there, and yeah, even if the temperature drops and I guess it's partly possibly because of the wind, I've got vents in the back that are blocked, and I don't like to put the door on when I'm cooking pizza because I want to see what's going on. I like to keep an eye on it because it changes so quickly, particularly when the oven's very hot. Today it's not, so, but still it's nice to see crust getting puffy and the cheese melting and it all coming together quite nicely. Watching pizza maestros on YouTube, and just fabulous to really enjoy the amount that we can study the masters. and learn just from sitting at a computer or watching on our phone or wherever we are. It's great. Even 10, 15 years ago we wouldn't have had this amount of information and certainly video demonstration available to us. So to learn it is great, but also I watch these guys, I watch how they do this. I get the peel in there and they flip it round, flip it round, flip it round, and I have to get my peel in there and mess around and struggle with it, and it takes a bit of time to get it to do what I want it to do, but yeah, we get there eventually. Everything takes practice. If you want to learn something new, if you want to learn to make pizza, or if you want to learn to use your new camera or whatever it is that you're doing, it requires focus and practice and some study. Get on YouTube, learn how to do something today. But take the time, make the time to practice. And this is what I'm doing this past week or two. I've been working very hard to up my technique in as far as working with the oven and getting a feel for the oven, which is one of the main things, because cooking with a wood-fired oven is a lot different than cooking with gas or cooking with electricity. There's so many variables, and it's a matter of getting used to it. So I've used the oven, we got it going last year, so probably 8-9 months ago, and for quite a while during our very hot season I wasn't using it at all. But I never really got a feel for it, and so I wanted to spend a concentrated amount of time working with it, getting a feel for it, getting a feel for how hot it needs to be for pizza or for bread or for other things. And I haven't experimented as much with other things as I'd like to, but that could come in the future, because I just figured it was, rather than trying to do too many different things all at once, I needed to get a feel for doing the pizza and for cooking bread, because I love to cook bread. So, and I've got a much better idea and a feel for the oven now and how hot it needs to be for different things. And I'll keep working at that. Also get a feel for how much firewood I need, and we certainly are running low now, so I'll need to be finding some more. But then the other big main thing that I've been doing is working with the dough, as I've mentioned, and to get a feel for the dough and to get a real feel for the mixture of the dough and the timing. So the balance of flour and water basically, and the amount of hydration. And also, as I mentioned earlier too, about how that is affected by the weather conditions. So I'm sure after the rainy season finishes here, come sort of November, and the weather starts to cool down and get drier, then I'll possibly have to add a little bit more water or a little bit less flour to my dough mix, so I get the right sort of consistency. I think that's looking pretty good. It's interesting shape again, but certainly looks nice. It's quite a tasty pizza. Put that one down there to cool, and I'll be on to my last one for today. No hole, decent shape. As I'm working and figuring this all out, I'm also thinking about making beautiful pizzas that look nice, pizzas that I really want to photograph. and really want our guests to photograph before they eat them. You know, if I can make food that people want to photograph, I'm a happy pizza maker. The pizzas that we made the other night, disappeared pretty quickly. We had a family of 4 here. They ordered 4 pizzas and there was nothing left, mate. We were saying goodbye the next day and the dad was telling me that they're the best pizzas they've ever eaten. Yeah, he didn't sort of, he did say that usually they would buy a frozen pizza from the supermarket. They obviously weren't huge on pizzas, but yeah, they'd asked the kids if they wanted pizzas the night before, the day before, when I'd offered them. And the immediate response from the kids was, oh yeah. But I think they enjoyed pizzas like they've never tasted before. That's what the dad told me the following day. So if I can provide a service like that, then I'm happy. I like, always with my photography, it's been my main approach to it too. I can be as happy as anything with the photos I've taken. The client wasn't happy, and wasn't happy very often actually, but that was my main thing. I wanted my client to be happy more than I wanted to be happy myself. You know, I couldn't be happy with the work you do, but if you're working professionally or whatever I'm doing, I want my clients to be happy with the photos, or my customers to be happy with their pizzas. I'm not doing it just for myself. But doing it for myself, if I can make something that I like, then hopefully others will enjoy that as well. Reasonably good standard, reasonably high standard, but at the same time I'm not running a restaurant. So I really want our customers, whoever I'm serving, to be happy with the pizzas that we're making, not just being happy for myself. But then certainly if my customer's happy, then I'm happy. So the last one is in. And it's nice and round. It didn't stick, it didn't have holes in it. It's like it's puffing up. I'm a bit concerned the temperatures drop down a little bit low. I'm not messing around with the temperature now. If I put more wood, if I move it around, the ash stirs up and I don't want ash on the pizza. I'm sure nobody else wants ash on their pizza. And if I was doing more, I would, if I had a bigger batch to do, I would pause at this stage and add more fuel to the fire and really get it hot again, which would not take very long at all because the retained heat in the oven is incredible. The fire is good and strong, but it's just dropped a little bit lower than what I've put before. photos, a little bit of video, mix it up. Temperature is quite a lot lower than it was earlier, so this one's going to take a few minutes to cook, but that's okay. It's, the bottom of the pizza's holding up, it's not put any holes in it, it wasn't too thin like the last one, and there's no problem with anything sticking on the base, so that's cool. So I think my timing might be just about right, looking at the light and feeling the wind and seeing the dark sky over the mountains back there is, I think we're going to get some rain a little bit later on, so I'll be able to get this finished and rush to pack everything up and have it squared away before the rain comes. Looking at that, because it is a beautifully shaped pizza and the crust is looking really nice and puffy, I might actually pull it out, get the fire so it's got a bit of flame, pop it back in to get a little bit of video and a few more photographs in there. So to get a few more photographs of it when it's looking this good will be just ideal. I'd call that a pretty pizza. What do you think? It's pretty good to me. Hey, it's not too bad at all, is it? So I might just leave that sitting there for a minute. It could do maybe just with a little bit more, but we'll get some more fire happening. Really swirling around. Get a little bit of flame happening, just to ignite it a little bit more. It'll throw a touch more light, but it'll give us the ambience of the flame for the photos and maybe a little bit of video. Amazing how that wind is sucking through the back. I've got a vent in the back that's blocked up, or not 100% blocked, but it's still sucking a lot of air through. It's good now, put the flame in there. exposure. It's pretty dark in there without any fire. And just if the embers glowing. Just let those small pieces burn down a little bit and then we will be good to go. Waiting. Live streams. I'm just catching a little bit of video. There's a fire happening here. I must finish friction off the piece of granite. Just briefly, take a couple of pictures. Record a bit of video. think that's a beautiful pizza. thinking, oh, I need a tripod. Well, there's one right there. And the tripod for this is to do a little bit of focus stacking. So I'll focus on the crust and then progressively just change the focus a little bit to the back of the pizza. I'll do the same again, so I've got two lots. And then I can stack those on the computer. When I'm working with my editing software, I can stack those and edit them so that I get the front of the pizza and all the way through and the back of the pizza all in nice sharp focus. A technique called focus stacking. Let's get a bit of video here. Okay, that'll do. That's quite hard work doing all that, but lots of fun, and now